Yeah, so Vicious going to take on Texas, or not Texas Storm, but Vicious taking on Top Gun. And Texas Storm, congratulations to them, finally making their first appearance in the Champions Division next year. Can't wait to see what they bring to bear, especially when they get the Odell brothers back. I think that's going to help them out a lot, too. Those guys are killers. Big, longtime veterans on X Factor. And going to the team they originally began with. They actually originally started with Texas Storm. So here we go. Vicious on your left and Top Gun on your right on the split screen breakout. We're going to go throw 20 minutes on that regulation clock here in this race to 7. And it looks like Heyman Chapman, number 81, gets shot off the break. And a Chris Hooker, big Chris Hooker dying for Omaha Vicious as well. 4 bodies left alive for both teams. But here comes Shane Colby getting in the snake for Vicious.
And if you're going to have a player for Vicious to be in the snake, it is definitely Shane Colby.
Yeah, he gets down that snake so fast, man. Heads up paintball, though, against Trenton Top Gun. But Shane Colby is just super. Once he gets in the snake, you should just know he's going all the way.
Yeah, he's good at getting up the field.
Real good. Son of paintball legend, as we talked about before, Dan Colby. Oh, and there goes number 11. That's Steven Lasher taking the walk, and also Alvin Johnson also taking the walk. So 2 players left alive, both in the snake side, Maddie. You see them both in your screen right there, stuck over here.
Yeah, and it's going to be up to Vicious to try to close clean here and try to secure this first point. Brian Bortle, Munoz, Colby, and Sherman left alive on the field. And here comes the push. Coming up on the D side of the field, Luis Munoz backing up Colby on the snake side. There's Colby, and there's one of the last 2 players left alive. Michael Smith and Chris Shear. Oh, but Smith wears about half dozen, and then here comes Colby launching to run down Chris Shear. And nice work by Shane Colby over here on the snake side. Was a great point for Omaha Vicious as they're going to go up 1-0. There's Luis Munoz, the new pickup this year. Talk about a cool little success story in the paintball world. You know, Luis Munoz comes from a family of gypsy circus performers. Not even making that up. And
not at all?
No, not at all. That's not any stretch with him. His dad literally gets shot out of a cannon. And
That's awesome.
and he's a really charismatic player. We saw him decimate people for Florida Gulf Coast University in the college championships. Actually, you know, the NCPA is also being played here at this event as well too. Check it out. If you play college paintball, you definitely can get your team in there. It's easier than you think. Check out ncpapaintball.com. We'll be right back after this.
PaintballDojo.com. Support your favorite pro teams. Get your name printed on pro team gear. PaintballDojo.com. Lifestyle gear for players. Full color and completely custom options. You can build a custom design straight from our website. Gear available for both men and women. PaintballDojo.com. Lifestyle gear for players.
So Omaha Vicious going up the first point here against Trenton Top Gun, and such a solid point from Vicious textbook. They shot a player off the break, got in the snake. Shane Colby doing work over here, Munoz backing him up. And other than losing Hooker off the break, pretty much perfect point from Omaha Vicious. Let's see if they can keep that up here and earn their way back into the Champions League. 18 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Matty Marshall with Steve Rabikoff and Chris Lasoya here, 2013 PSP World Cup, biggest event. Biggest paintball event on earth.
Looks like Steven Lasher tried to go to the center of the field and got eliminated. So, but Vicious loses one as well. So it's 4-on-4, and here comes Vicious to the A, the left side of the A, close to the snake side.
Oh, and losing another player, number 27. That's Michael Smith for Trenton Top Gun, taking the walk down to 2 players. Heyman Chapman, one of them. Seasoned professional, came from Moscow Red Legion.
He's got experience on Sunday in the big game, so let's see what he can do today. As we say that, it looks like he eliminates Shane Colby walking off
No,
there?
that was number 4.
Parker Rosenthal.
Yep.
Yeah, big Chris Hooker. I mean, look how many pods Chris Hooker has on his back.
Big Chris. He's a big dude, man, but he's one of those guys you don't want to run into.
Well, it's tough when you're playing against a guy like that. You know, whatever way he puts his gun, what you're going to see is a good gunfighter and nonstop paintballs coming in your face. You know, it's just.
And Zach Sherman gets taken out as we say that. So when it looked like Vicious had this pretty much locked up.
Look at Hooker. He just doesn't ever stop shooting his gun. Just loading pods up. Just not even to stop shooting. Can't. I mean, until you put him in, and then he's going to get a quick look at the Dorito or the Snake side. Decide where he wants to put his gun and try to get across, realizing hey, he's got to get over here to the Snake side of the field.
Big Chris Hooker.
Only 2 players left alive for both of these teams, and Hooker's trying to size it up right now. And then here goes a move. Chris Hooker up over the top, rolling his gun. It's tough, man. If your bunker's constantly getting tapped with incoming paintballs, it's hard to head check against that. And look at this. He's trying to help out his guy, and then here comes Hooker, now moving up in the center.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to go on the Snake, man.
Oh, look at this. He's going to creep on.
Where Hooker realizes that,
Oh!
loses a gunfight, so nice work.
Oh, Heyman Chapman, though, taking the walk. Oh, and another, look at this.
Oh.
Trenton Top Gun. You saw that right there.
Number 3.
He
That's
doesn't even-
Izzo.
Well, he doesn't even know that he shot. I think that was
Oh, wow.
Keith DeVitt.
What just happened?
Well, Keith DeVitt.
I think everyone shot each
Well,
other.
here's what happened. Hooker, there's 2-on-2. Hooker made the move, trying to close the field out. He had the position up there in the center. And then as soon as he wrapped around and got settled in that, boom, he right away loses the gunfight to Jamie Ezel. So Jamie Ezel did a good job of getting up there. I think that's a no point, though, because what happened is that Keith DeVitt then, after that, was able to get the shot on Jamie Ezel to even it out there.
I think they traded, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they traded out.
Yep.
So no point there.
If you're going to lose a point, you might as well trade out. It's you
No
know, especially
point.
if you're up 1 point, you know, and you're
So
Omaha Vicious.
That's great for Top Gun.
Yeah, but Chris Hooker getting clipped, man.
Yeah.
Coming
Got a
around.
little sloppy there at that A.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even necessarily. I mean, he was. I think we watched him bunker to bunker to bunker. He saw the moves. He was making the smart moves up. He just lost that gunfight to Ezel. As soon as he came out, I don't think he realized how posted Ezel was on there. I think maybe he thought that Ezel lost him for a second.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, and big Chris Hooker, man, I hate the Snake, too. I never want to go out there.
And he avoided it smartly.
I'm telling you, I can get down, but I have a problem getting back up for some reason. It takes me a few minutes to get back up. But
It's
big
'cause
Chris
you're,
Hooker,
what, close to 90 now?
hey man, I'm holding it tight. But big Chris Hooker going to the A. I did like the move, but you know, there's only one place to come out, unless you come out inside. And big Chris Hooker came out on the bad side and just got clipped, man. So, I mean, but like you said, you know, at least they traded out, and now still it's a no point.
And both these teams have been in the Champions Division, so these guys are experienced. They're going to play all the way through the end.
Well, and most importantly for them, they need to not get any penalties. And I guarantee you their coaches and leaders on those teams were probably telling the younger guys, hey, no excuses out there. I don't want to see
Get
any
hit,
flags.
leave.
Well, now that you said it, Maddie, I guarantee somebody's going to get a major this morning.
Yeah, it's coming.
Commentator curse.
Well, we'll find out here. Just about 5 seconds to go before the start of this point. Looking at Top Gun on your screen. In the orange and gray Empire jerseys. And now on the breakout, here comes Top Gun. Oh, and we're going to see a penalty. Yeah, there it is.
I told you, too.
He called it.
God.
At least it was only a minor.
Yeah, but the point's not over yet.
Yeah.
So that's a minor penalty going to be pulled on Lance Hardwick.
And a major.
Oh, jeez. Kobe, Chris, from 3 points.
Yeah, you totally called that, man.
That's 2 points. That's a minor and a major called on Trenton Top Gun. And that's going to do it right there. Number 77, Luis Munoz. That kid, like you said, you called him earlier.
Well, what is it about these situations that we kind of see this coming sometimes? It's like, oh, no penalties have been called for a while. No one's played on, and then all of a sudden, sure enough, boom, 2 points in.
Oh, man.
Here come the penalties. I don't know if the guys get settled, and it's tough to tell. It's you know, unless we get those super close slow-mo replays on the actual penalty. I mean, that's why there's 10 referees down there, you know, just trying to get a glimpse and get lasered in on who's doing what. You know, I mean, we're 150 feet away from those guys, so it's kind of tough to tell exactly what happened sometimes, but the penalties are coming. Minor penalty will come off the board, and that major minute and 49 seconds left on that major penalty. It looked like it was Lance Hardwick that got the minor and Heyman that got the major, I think. We will see here. No, yeah, Heyman got the major.
Wow. Well, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. I mean, just
well, maybe they can fight through it, like Texas Storm just did. You know, Texas Storm able to fight through the penalties that they had gotten and win that and edge out Sacramento Excessive. 41 seconds to go here.
You know, but I mean, but 2-0 right now in favor of Omaha Vicious. You know, I really think that Omaha Vicious, if anybody could take advantage of a situation like this, it's going to be them.
Absolutely, they got a lot of speed on this team.
Yep.
They could take advantage of that.
You know, look for Todd to go up the center. I mean, not Todd, but look for Todd to tell them to go to center. And you know, see they put out there big Chris Hooker, of course, DeVitt, Rosenthal, and there's Steven Lasher. Number 2, Nicholas Hunt, Alvin Johnson. And here's the breakout. See what happens all the way to the snake of the break. No, he pulls up short. Do they get another G in the break? Or are they 4 up?
Well, 4 bodies alive for Top Gun, and they were not able to kill anybody off the break. And here comes number 77, Munoz, all the way, gets into good field position and starts shooting towards that D side of the field. You can see, though, not much penetration on that D side of the field for Top Gun, as they only have 4 bodies, not risking anybody that way. But Top Gun losing a player, number 2, Nicholas Hunt. He comes off early, so this might make it a quick point, as Omaha Vicious stacking up that center.
And here comes
Big Chris Hooker.
Big Chris Hooker just
gun turret.
wheeling and dealing.
Feeding festival here for Vicious on these last couple guys. Munoz in a good spot.
Oh, Munoz, I think, might have got clipped. He called himself clean. He's like, I'm good.
I'm good. I don't need you.
And Park and Rosenthal coming down.
I don't know why did Munoz come back? I mean, I understand the point's over, but yeah. I just, you know, as far as
There's
sound.
still a player back there in that
hey,
corner,
fundamental paintball, guys. You got to play every second of every point. So Munoz had a good job getting in here.
He might have got shot.
Got down the field. Maybe that was it. But now, good fundamental paintball. The fundamental paintball is when you're on the snake and you're in the snake 1, or just whatever, you're just on the snake side, and there's a nobody in front of you. Well, then your job is to get down that side of the field, thus increasing the angle as much as possible and securing the better shots, not cutting to the inside to get the flag. There's a bunch of those guys in there. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
One of the fundamental issues with traditional paintball markers is the loader on top of the gun. To eliminate those issues, we integrated the loader directly inside the gun. You're not going to have a hopper being a big target for your opponent to hit, and your field of vision will not be restricted anymore. We've done a ton of field testing with different tournament players, different employees. Nobody wants to give this gun back. It's badass.
Welcome back, and thank you for accessing awesome paintball gear from RazaLife.com.
Yeah, you know, Raza believes in creating something for absolutely everyone. You can customize any Raza jersey or have your own custom jersey designed just for you.
Wow, Raza sure makes it easy to represent who you are and where you're from with custom jerseys, pants, and much more.
You really can get in on the action and feast on all Raza has to offer by calling right away.
So the story of the year right now is how Raza can really bring out the style your team is looking for. Thanks for checking out RazaLife.com. Come right back after watching this tournament.
Welcome back here, 2013 PSP West Coast Open. Coming at you from the Fantasy of Flight in Polk City, Florida. Matty Marshall with Steve Rabikoff and Chris Asoya. This game brought to you by Pro Edge Paintball.
You know, what a great place. I mean, Pro Edge Paintball, I've actually been there.
I've been there too.
Those guys
they got everything there.
Everything.
If you live in the Houston area, go there. They have carry everything.
Everything.
You need parts for any gun, any marker, you can get everything there. So go see John Jackson and crew at Pro Edge Paintball.
Here we go on the breakout right there. That's Top Gun Union on your screen. Spread across the back. Still 29 seconds left on that penalty, Matty.
Oh,
well, no. There goes 2 players, one after another. And here comes Omaha Vicious, just putting it to Trenton Top Gun Union. Michael Smith is the last guy alive, and it's going to happen. Yeah, that's going to do it right there. They're going to go up to 4-0 now. pending the flag hang. One thing that we're doing now, now watch when he gets checked. He's going to get checked. If he's clean, you'll see him take one shot. What he's doing is he's taking one shot over the chronograph. What we do now is, at the end of the point, Trevor Reeser is taking a shot over the chronograph. If you are hot, there will be no point. If it's 301 to 309, you're going to get a minor penalty. If it's over 309, if it's 310, you're going to get a major penalty and no point. So, just kind of keep it safe down here at the PSP World Cup. It's a safety measure, which is good for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Safety it's paintball. Paintball is an incredibly safe game when all of the safety measures are taken. And that's what everyone's out here for, The degree of sportsmanship that I have seen go over the past year or two, whatever, I've really been happy with seeing that. Some of these kids these days have a lot more respect. You see a lot more pack shots, nobody really taking in the neck. I guess that's because I'm up here. But, I mean, the level of sportsmanship overall is getting much, much better. Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's still good to see the fire and the intensity, but, it's got to be meditated by some logic. So, but yeah, 13:26 to go. Man, Vicious just putting it on. Topgun Union, not even close right now. I thought we were going to see a much more solid performance out of Topgun.
We were until we gave him the commentator curse.
Until the penalties started
that
coming
was all
in.
Maddie.
You called it.
Oh, man.
All right, I'll take it.
My bad.
But, the penalty,
Hey, man,
the penalty gods.
we're just up
set
here
deemed.
speaking. They got to play the game. We're out here just.
Yeah, that's on Topgun, not on me. Anyway, so we're going to be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
A&S Gear is having their World Cup Super Sale. We've got A&S pods for half off. A&S gas tanks starting as low as $99.95. We've got swabs so cheap that you can throw them away. You can get Nelson paint arriving at your door, $31.95. Jerseys, we've got them starting at $4.95. And pants, starting at $29.95. Shop now at ansgear.com and don't miss out on the biggest paintball sale ever.
Looking right there, Omaha, or Topgun Union getting ready to roll here. They need to get something going. There's a ton of time left, 13:26 to go. But it's been all Omaha Vicious, so they need to stay out of the box. 3 seconds left on that penalty. Let's check in with Lauren Kelly here. She has an interview with one of the members from Topgun.
Hey guys, I'm down here in Top Gun's pit with Matt Rentschler. You guys are down 4 points right now, but you still have over 13 minutes. Vicious really got advantage when you were down a body due to a penalty. Now that that penalty's almost up, it's only got 3 seconds left. What are you guys going to do to try to get some points on the board?
Well, we talked about not getting penalties this match, so we just need to just get this guy in the box and play 5-on-5, and we'll bring it back.
How has this field been playing for you guys all weekend? We haven't really seen you play yet.
A lot faster than we normally play, but we adjusted to it, and it's been working out.
So it looks like, look at Munoz coming through in the center for Vicious. He gets stabbed, though.
He missed the shot.
He missed it. Stephen Lasher gave him a couple while he's running out. And Stephen Lasher's doing work over there at that right side of the A on the Dorito side. So he survives Luis Munoz coming through, and see if he can. Yeah, he takes out another one, looks like. So he might have taken a 3-pack already.
Now look for Stephen Lasher to come through the middle. He's going to put, here he comes.
Topgun playing with some fire right now. They realize they need to start putting points on the board here. So solid work by Trenton Topgun. And it looks like they are going to take this point here.
Stephen Lasher got a 5-pack, my bad. He didn't do a 4-pack. He shot all 5.
No.
Yeah.
That's our first 5-pack.
No, second 5-pack.
Is it?
Yeah, I can't remember who got the other one. But unbelievable work by Steven Lasher. Slasher getting up there.
Good job, man.
There's a reason why his nickname's Slasher, just slashing through the lineup of Omaha Vicious.
Gets through, had
Playing
a little
well.
close business with Luis Munoz.
Well, it comes down to Munoz missing that shot, right?
Oh, man. Well,
Lewis
the thing was, the good thing about Steven Lasher is he was actually at the cake, and Munoz thought he was at the A exactly, and he just blew the shot, man, and that cost him the game.
Or cost him that point there.
Oh,
for
the
sure.
point, sorry, yeah.
So we have ourselves a 3-point game, 12 minutes and 25 seconds to go here before the start of or for the end of the game. Again, it's a 20-minute regulation time limit, and it's the first team to score 7 points takes the victory. If there's a tie at the end of regulation, then there is a 3-minute overtime period, and on Sunday, if there's a tie during that overtime period, then there's a one-on-one shootout.
Which I'm looking forward to. I would love to see. I was just going to say the same thing.
I hope we get one of them at some point.
With the way things are going, I don't see it not happening. I see it, being a possibility.
Well, there's been I think 2 overtime games. But it's interesting on this field. I mean, you can put points up fast on this field, though we have seen some slower games too. I think this is kind of probably the most diverse field layout that we've seen as far as different styles of play.
Yeah.
I love this field.
This is a fun field.
But the teams that are being successful out there are the teams that can switch gears. You can't just play slow and methodical out there. You have to be willing to play aggressively when those windows of opportunity present themselves, as we saw Heat do during the prelims, as well as Impact and San Antonio X Factor. So, between the Ironman, Impact, Heat, and X Factor, those teams all have the ability to switch gears, but kind of really emphasizing aggression and taking spots. So I can't wait to see Houston Heat, San Antonio X Factor play in the Champions Division semifinal matchup. That game coming at you after this game. And then after that, Edmonton Impact playing a Los Angeles Ironman team that's playing awesome right now. Best they've looked all year long, even though they're missing one of their best players in Steven Pitts. But still, the rest of the team has completely rose to the occasion. And can they step up when it counts on Sunday? We will see.
On the breakout, Trenton Topgun Union coming out, trying to get to the snake. That's number 10. Chris Schur, he's going to shoot his way out to the snake. Don't look for him to sit there too long. Getting into snake 1. Did he make it?
Yep.
Absolutely. Good crossfield shots right there. You can see him on the top of your screen on the right and on the left. He knows his shots really well. Those are the 2 guys right there. They're going to try and contain the snake. Mostly this guy, but look for him to try and fill out as soon as possible. I think that's Munoz, right? No, it's not Shane Colby. I'm sorry.
You can see if it's definitely Shane Colby, he will definitely work his way through here when the lane opens up for him.
Right, and you see Todd Martinez, our co-host and coach of Omaha Vicious, in the pits, feeling pretty comfortable about his team right now. And there goes Shane Colby getting in the snake. And once he gets in there, he is a force to be reckoned with, without question. Heads up battle right now in the snake.
Taking I think with Vicious, they're up 4-1 and realized that last point they probably gave a couple bodies too fast, and they don't want to start giving these points away, which could happen real fast in this division.
And look right now for Chris Schur to go inside and try and get to snake 3.
Well, the time is starting to tick off, though, but there still is enough time for Top Gun to mount a comeback. But with 5 alive, Vicious is really going to be able to slow down this particular point. Try to suck up as much of that time as possible. Time is not the friend of Top Gun Union right now.
And there's that move I was talking about. Chris Schur getting up into snake 2 for Trenton Top Gun Union. Getting checked out real quick.
Ref's going to make sure he's clean. He is.
Oh, jeez.
Ref almost
took himself out. Heads up battle on the snake right now. Chris, they got to make something happen. I mean, it looks to me like Omaha Vicious is pretty content in where they're at right now.
They just want to kill some clock time here and make these guys dig them out because they're buried right now.
And look to the right of your screen. Look at all the pods on the ground from Omaha Vicious.
Look at that.
Those guys are just sitting there, laning up, shooting their lanes.
It's the gun turrets, man. They're just doing wheeling and dealing back there. There's got to be 10 pods sitting back there. And 85 moves out to the Dorito corner.
There's Brian Bortle on your screen on the left-hand side from Omaha Vicious, watching his boys out there, hoping that they can start eating away at this time clock to maintain their lead here. Maybe even put another point on the board, try to make it even easier for them.
And they're doing a really good job of eating up this clock right now, Maddie. 9:48 ticking down, as you see. It's 5-on-5. This is the long, drawn-out point. Somebody's got to get up the field and do something. And I think Chris Schur is that guy that has to go to work.
Yeah, he's gonna have to make something happen here because Top Gun, with down 3 points, they got to find a way to get down this field here. Vicious is just going to just keep digging. And look at the pods, like you said, Chris, on the can on the Dorito side. There's got to be over 12 pods sitting out there already.
Right. You know, look at Shane Colby. He's like falling asleep. I think he's taking a nap. Here's number 27 right there. That's Michael Smith. Shane Colby just chilling out, shooting across the field. I think he's actually taking a nap.
He's taking a nap. He's got the pillow.
Number 81 right there. That's Heyman Chapman, who got the major, trying to get down the field. See, look at Omaha Vicious. Number 4, Parker Rosenthal. Just they're crossing up. Shane Colby not really making much of anything, just chilling. He's almost out of pain. He's like, hey, I think I should go back to work now. But he's down to one. He's down to 1 pod. 8:48 left in this game.
I'm counting the pods over there. I think there's 11 pods on the ground. I'm serious. 11 pods by, I think that's Zach Sherman.
Yeah, Zach Sherman's crossed up.
Parker Rosenthal or Zach Sherman in that crossed
no,
up.
Parker Rosenthal's shooting. Yeah, he's shooting towards Dorito, and Jack Sherman is sitting here shooting this way.
Look at that. When you hear us talk about pressure, that's what we're talking about. That's pressure.
Oh, and there he's taking the walk.
Shot though.
God, Matty just killing everybody up here.
Just commentator killing up here.
Number 81, Heyman Chapman coming up, filling behind, trying to pinch out Shane Colby on the left-hand side of your screen. And you saw Chris Scherr just dip into snake 3. They're trying to make the push. Parker Rosenthal locking down the Dorito side of the field. There's Heyman Chapman trying to figure out what he needs to do to get down the field. And there's Chris Scherr on your right-hand side of the screen trying to shoot across the field and pinch out the back left corner of Omaha Vicious. 4-1 in favor of Omaha Vicious right now. So Top Gun Union has got to come down the field and make something happen.
And their Dorito player just got, is he in? Oh, he got bounced. So Top Gun is trying to wheel and deal over there on that side there on the Dorito 50, and that is going to be the position there. If he takes out Rosenthal, that's going to open up that middle of the field.
You know,
look for Heyman. Heyman's not going to stay too long. He knows he's got to get something going here.
When you get to this point in the game, Matty, you always see is flaps and packs.
Yeah.
You don't see much painting people. I mean, you get this long in the point.
Well, it doesn't allow you to dig in anymore. I mean, you're kind of forced to push forward because you're not able to put pressure on people as much as you did when you had 10, 12 pods on your back. And not only that, but Top Gun, they have to go. They have the body, so they're going to have to figure out a way to break this cross that Omaha Vicious is setting up right here with Parker Rosenthal, Matt Sauceman, Keith DeVitt, and Shane Colby.
I see Heyman Chapman. Heyman Chapman's going to go inside. He's going to go to that tower, watch, and he's going to try and get a shot on Shane Colby. I mean, that's I almost guarantee that's what he's going to do. He might be a snake too right now, but him looking on the wire, that's too far of a run, especially with the guy in the corner. Maybe the best bet for him, Matty, is to send Chris Scherr down the field to bunker out Shane Colby.
Yeah, they're going to have to send a missile or try to think someone out, but they're starting really now to eat away at the time.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
So evening up the body count as
Michael Smith taking the walk for Trenton Top Gun Union, getting shot by Shane Colby.
And here's the problem with 2 guys in the snake like this. Both their guns are down, so they're not really playing right now.
You know, and they're running out of luxury of time right now. Heyman Chapman.
Oh, they take out Parker Rosenthal.
Yeah, now see, this is where Heyman Chapman either sends Chris Scherr down the wire. Oh, but taking the walk on the far side of the field, Matty. I think that's Stephen Lasher getting shot.
Yeah, so guys dying out of their bunkers back and forth here, trying to create opportunities for themselves by gunfighting from those bunkers, but losing some gunfights. So Top Gun now doesn't have any advantage at all. Chris Scherr, Heyman Chapman, and Alvin Johnson, 3 bodies left alive for Top Gun. Omaha Vicious, they have 3
and
bodies
Heyman Chapman takes
alive.
one right, gets Cyclops right in the goggles.
And I told him to go inside. He wasn't listening.
You told him. And look, Colby, I think, woke up for his nap. He's about to go bunker.
Oh, and he makes it. Here's a flag. Watch this. Red Bird of Death in the air. That's a good call right there. Chris Scherr spun like a top. Shane Colby.
Unbelievable. Wow, that's the worst possible time you could get a major penalty right there. But it happened. So Colby hanging that flag up for Vicious, and that's probably going to do it here as Texas Storm trying to break the cross of Omaha Vicious, but Vicious ends up turning the tables on them. Good work by Omaha Vicious.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, Colby woke up from his nap and did what he needed to do.
He did. He's like,
went to
oh,
work.
time to go to work. Time for me to run. But Heyman Chapman, actually, he's the one that dropped the ball on that right there. I understand he was trying to look for something to do, but he got a cross-field shot from the corner getting shot across the field. I don't know if Shane Colby shot him or if he got shot from across the other side of the field. But either way, I think that the move for him was to go inside, try to make something happen, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out. So Chris Shear also, in the process, Chris Shear drawing a major penalty and putting Top Gun Union in a very difficult position
Penalties killing Top Gun, man, because not only do they lose that point, but because of that penalty now, they have to start down a body, and which is really going to keep that offensive push from getting rolling, especially because at this next point.
And he actually didn't even think. Did he get in the box, or is that going to be a full 2 minutes?
Yeah,
so I think it's gonna. I think that you know, good looking out. Shane Colby's like, hey man, I realize this. I'm going to get down there as quick as possible. They have a full 2 minutes major penalty now. We got 2 minutes to come up and beat them up a little bit.
Well, and
5-1.
And also it's going to be tough because Omaha Vicious is going to carry 14 pods out and nonstop shoot their guns. And you see they're just loaded up. We could get a look at actually on the field down there and see how many pods Chris Hooker has on his back.
Yep.
It's crazy.
How many times have I've been playing? Actually, you know what? Before we get to that, look at this replay real quick. Here comes Shane Colby down the field. Bunkers out Chris Shear right here. Look at him spin.
Oh, that was a terrible spin.
That wasn't even. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about as blatant of major as you're going to get here.
It was so bad they threw 2 flags.
No, we saw a little end of that replay, but yeah. So
on the breakout,
here on the breakout, Omaha Vicious. Look how many pods Chris Hooker has on his back. Chris Hooker's not going to stop shooting his gun. He's just going to continue to shoot his gun the entire rest of this game. 5 minutes left to go here.
You know, and right now, Trenton Top Gun going down to 3 players, getting shot in the break. Chris Hooker, I think, got that one. He's amazing, man. Him, Travis Lemansky, all those guys. Mike Paxton, Dave Baines.
They just do work.
Jesus, I hate running against those guys. But now on their heels.
But that's their job.
Yeah, man.
Their job. There may be bigger, slower guys, but they play a crucial. They have a crucial element of the game. Is that support player? Yeah, it completely. Chris Hooker. Look how many pods he has on his back. But Munoz up in the center, cutting down Top Gun Union snake side, and Cyril Attica got shot by Chris Hooker off the break. And so Top Gun with just 3 bodies left alive. They are going to have to push forward. They don't have a choice here. Move made on the D side of the field. Jamie Ezel trying to get up there. Not a lot of kills for Trenton Top Gun. Looking at the guys playing this field right now, as Chris Shear is sitting in the box, he's got 1, and Jamie Ezel has 2. Lance Harvick has 1, and Nick Hunt has 0. So, Trevor Reeser coming off. Lance Harvick getting that shot on him. So 4 players left alive for Vicious, but they still have that body advantage, and they also have a pretty decent advantage as far as field position is concerned, with Luis Munoz way up at the 50-yard line in the center, locking down that D side of the field.
Yeah, you know, right now, you know, Omaha Vicious just locks down the field. It doesn't look like Trenton Top Gun is in any hurry to get down the field at all. I mean, they're 3 minutes left in this game. They're down by 4 points. They have nothing to lose right now. You know, just look at them. They don't look like they're in a hurry. There's big Chris Hooker. There's Brian Bortle. I'm sorry, number 1. And there's Brian Bortle across the field. They're just locking it down. Finally, somebody goes, but number 10 coming up the field, coming out of the box, finally, is Chris Shear. So that's how long this game's been going on. Full 2 minutes. Chris Hooker taking the walk.
He gets it, and
here comes Munoz.
Munoz gets taken out too. So Top Gun comes out of the box.
Yep.
Boom.
And down the snake. Look at this big move right there. Oh, nice move by number 2, Nicholas Hunt.
And it's just Zachary Sherman going solo out there.
Going to work
right now. So
yeah.
It's 1 on 3, and here it comes. It's coming.
Yeah, grab the flag. They got to run it in as quick as possible.
So Vicious kind of dropping it a little bit as they had the advantage, but letting Top Gun get back in it when Shear came out of the box. But the thing is, the big story there is that, yeah, they did lose the point, so it's a 3-point game right now. However, they did suck a lot of that time up.
A lot.
Only 2 minutes and 31 seconds to go.
Yeah, that penalty, I mean, that point probably lasted about 2.5 minutes, because we started with the 2 minutes in the penalty. He comes out of the box, and the game lasted probably about, the point lasted about another 30 seconds after that. So hats off to Omaha Vicious, but it was kind of uncharacteristic for all those people to die so quickly like that. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what happened.
They were in good positions. It looks like they were just getting dinked out.
Well, Lance Hardwick starting that off by shooting out Parker Rosenthal.
Well, what happens is they get in those spots and they're trying to lock lanes down. The other guys are trying to fight to get position and move up the field from Top Gun, and they just lost some gunfights. Yep. So we'll be right back after this. So here we are. Welcome back, 2013 PSP World Cup. Vicious looking like they might advance and get back into the Champs Division for 2014 next season if they can keep the attack of Topgun Union and throwing 3 points on the board to tie it up in 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
You know, right there on the break, losing one player is Trenton Topgun Union, unfortunately. Alvin Johnson getting shot by Parker Rosenthal. 5-2 game right there. Back line of Trenton Topgun trying to get outside of the snake, but up in the middle trying to lock it down is like Stephen Lasher.
He's trying to get back to that ace, see if he can get some more, maybe a 4-pack.
Get some more. You got Shane Colby right there. Oh, taking the shot.
Just obliterated, trying to move up.
And there's number 31 taking the walk. There's back line. And there's Shane Colby on your screen. Up in front of him is Luis Munoz trying to get up the middle as well. He's a very versatile player, man. There he goes. As you see him creeping up to that center A, locking down.
Todd uses him all over the place. He throws him in the snake. He definitely can play the D side. I saw it at the NCPA Championships.
And he switches just in time.
As Heyman's moving, he switches just in time to take out Heyman Chapman. So he comes creeping through the middle of the field.
Look at this move. He's going to get a 2 or 3 pack right here.
Well, Munoz up there, kind of treacherous spot, and he gets taken out, but did damage before he did it. Hey, that's exactly what you want Munoz to do. Get a couple G's, get up there, make people think about you, let the rest of the team get up the field. Nice job by Luis Munoz, the rookie for Omaha Vicious. 6 confirmed kills for him. Lots of, Shane Colby has 6 confirmed kills. Parker also has 5, Parker Rosenthal. So really looks like solid work from a lot of guys on Vicious here now going up, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's gonna.
That is it. With a minute left, there's no way Top Gun's going to be able to get back in this match. So Top Gun Union is going to be forced to have to go back down or stay down in the Champions Division, or Challengers Division. And so bummer for them, man, as they definitely were hoping that they could defeat Vicious, but Vicious probably the favorite heading into this game. And I really like the new pickups. I think Keith DeVitt's a good pickup for them. He hasn't got a lot of reps, though, but Luis Munoz having a great day. But then their studs, you know, Shane Colby doing well, Parker Rosenthal stepping up as well. Let's check out the schedule for the rest of the day here, 2013 World Cup. Next up, we're going to start off the Champions Division semifinals with Houston Heat taking on San Antonio X Factor. And then after that, Edmonton Impact and Los Angeles Ironmen. Can't wait to see those games. Who is going to advance on to the final matchup, which will be the last game of the day. And right now, Texas Storm is awaiting the winner of this game to see who's going to play in that Challengers Division final. Then, of course, we'll have all the division finals coming at you, starting around 1:45 here Eastern time. These are all Eastern time. And D4 through 1, we've seen some, like, you know, Rab, we were talked about a lot of Texas teams in the division finals throughout the year, but there's so many division teams from around the world and top teams in the divisional ranks from Europe coming over, and some young upstart teams coming out of South America too.
I was talking, like you said, all week, talking to teams from Malaysia, there's a team from Japan, Ukraine. They're from all over, and it's awesome to see everyone excited about paintball worldwide, and it is. And I went over to Europe a lot this year, and paintball is growing.
Yeah.
Tournament side everywhere, and it's good.
Look at that, all the way on the break. Shane Colby taking one.
Oh, he takes out the ref, and
another red bird of death.
The ref says, you know what, you're going to run me over, I'm going to throw red.
Oh, Top Gun Union getting another major penalty after Maddie just totally killed them. And look at Luis Munoz up in the middle. Look at he's feisty, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and here it comes. Here comes the pain. Good job. Oh, did he miss him?
Yes.
Oh, look at this.
Chris Hooker was right there.
Chris Hooker kindly.
One shot. And I was talking about is sportsmanship. And you see a lot more of that out here these days. And, you know, and Chris Hooker is just one of those guys. There's no reason to put it on somebody when you're right there. He's not even looking at you, you know?
Yeah, nice job for Chris Hooker.
That's going to do it for Trenton Top Gun, though, as you said, Maddie. Nail in the coffin. 7-2 in favor of Omaha Vicious.
Congratulations.
So congratulations to Todd and those guys.
Todd and those guys, they moved on.
He'll be a little easier to deal with this afternoon.
And hey, Top Gun, you know, they had a great season this year. They worked their way up to the Champions Division, and they were competitive all year. So
they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, without a question.
Big Jim and crew, they did very well this year, and they're going to get better throughout the off season, I'm sure. So hats off to them for their season.
Yeah, great job by Vicious to just step up and defeat Trenton Topgun Union. But remember, do not go anywhere. Next up, we have some of the most highly anticipated games of the tournament. You know, we always wonder who's going to make it into the Champions League semifinals. And we saw some favorites go home. Damage not in, Dynasty not in. Those are teams that have won events this year. In fact, 3 of the 4 events were won by either Damage or Dynasty. And the other one was won by Houston Heat, which is who San Antonio X Factor is going to have to play next. So very much looking forward to that game.
Me too, actually.
Well, let's check in with Lauren Kelly. She's down on the sidelines with Omaha Vicious.
Hey guys, I am down here with Todd Martinez and Shane Colby of Vicious. Congratulations on that win. Todd, you're always amped up on the sidelines. You'll be up 5 points and you're still yelling in the pits that they lost 5 on 3s and they owe you points. Why do you keep that energy up that whole time, even if you're ahead?
Because, you know, we come out here to be perfect. You know, we don't come out here to be, you know, whatever's not. Okay, you know, this should have been a 7-0 game. We had 2 5-on-3s and threw those away. Those are the 2 points they got. You know, we should have smashed these dudes. You know, we're still not playing as disciplined as we should be, and we need to step it up if we're going to win this match.
This being your first season coaching Vicious, what are things you need to work on, and where areas you exceed moving on to the champion bracket for 2014?
Well, you know, this year I thought we did a good job of, you know, working on the fundamentals from the start at MAO. You know, working on communication, teamwork, and you know, just all the fundamental gun skills. And I think that we did a good job. And then we just came in a little bit unprepared for Riverside, and that's what landed us here. But you know, we've shown that we can play as a team, and you know, but excellence is about consistency. You know, we have to play at a high level all the time. You know, we have a high level of talent, and it takes the team playing at a high level consistently across the board to have success. So that's what we need to do. We've earned our way back into the Champions Division to start the next season. And if we're going to stay there and try and win tournaments, then we're going to have to keep working on all those things consistently.
Congratulations, you did earn your way on the Champions Field, and you proved you belong here. Shane, you guys went up and down between the Champions and Challengers Field a few times this season. How did it feel moving back and forth, and what did you learn from that experience?
Moving up, I mean, that's where we're supposed to be, we feel like, as a team. And going back down is just, it's the worst thing ever. Like, you don't want to be down in the Challengers bracket. It's not what we work for. It's not what we want. So at practice, we just work hard. Todd's been teaching us so much, and we feel like we belong in Champions bracket, and pretty much next season you should watch out for Vicious because we're going to be coming in hot.
All right, I like that. Well, you are back in the Champions bracket. Next up, we have Heat versus X Factor. Stay tuned.